Sometimes when you're working in numbers, you're taking data that's from something that isn't a number spreadsheet. Sure, it could be a number spreadsheet from somebody else, and you can open it up. You can copy and paste from one document to another. Sometimes it's an Excel spreadsheet, and you can open up the Excel spreadsheet in Numbers, and you can access the data there, copy and paste from what is a converted Excel spreadsheet into a Numbers spreadsheet, and copy and paste into your own. You could also open up some standard formats for spreadsheets, and a lot of times when you find data online, it's in one of these standard formats. They're not specific to Excel or Numbers or any other spreadsheet app. For instance, you could have a CSV file, comma separated variables is what CSV stands for. There are also spreadsheet text files that are tab separated. They're tabs between the individual fields. If we open this up, I'm going to control click on it, say open with, text edit. I can see in here basically every line is, a zip code and then a population number, and everything's separated by commas. So I can import this in to TextEdit in a number of ways. One is I can just simply open the CSV, and when I do, it will convert it, and it may get the data really right. It may look and say, hey, the first row is the headers and then everything else is great, or it may get it wrong, and I can hit the adjust settings button and I can adjust things. So here I can do a bunch of things here. It's identified as delimited. In other words, a comma or tab or something is delimiting each field. And I could switch to fixed width, and we'll look at an example of fixed width in a second. And I could see what it's got. I can even scroll through the data. I could tell it, oh no, it's not commas between each field, it's tabs between each field. And clearly it's not, because you can see it's not working well. I could use tabs and commas. I could use semicolons. I can use spaces. So all sorts of things. And I can even do a custom delimiter. There are also some advanced settings for formatting types and stuff. So you can make adjustments as you're importing in to get this right. And if you do make a change, you can hit Update Table, and the table will update to reflect the new information. Now let's go and try to open up this file here, which is a text file, which I can see the example here is basically a formatted text file where there's extra spaces to line up the columns. I can open, and it's going to bring everything in, and it will give me the same thing here. I can adjust the settings, but this time if I do adjust settings, since it's fixed width, it shows that I can move where the fixed width goes to. So I can make sure it lines up perfectly with everything. I have the same advanced settings there, and I can update the table based on that. So you can import these in a variety of different ways. Importing works whether you use file open. You can also drag and drop, and it will do the import there the same way. You can see I can do the same adjustment just like that. So Numbers is smart enough to know what you're doing when you add a text file or a CSV file to it. It'll work on it and get you the conversion that it thinks that it needs. It even put here the table name. It put the name of the files, the table name, figured out the header and everything like that. And a third way to import would be drag and drop. So I can have an existing document I'm working on here, and I can drag and drop a text file in there. And here it's gotten a little crowded because that's a big one, but the data is there. So drag and drop works if you just want to bring an existing, take an existing file and drag and drop a new set of data in as a new table here.